What's going on? It's on YouTube. Daniel back here for another video. So I want to shoot a quick reflection before I go to bed. As you can see, I have my blue light glasses on. Just more of a chill video. But basically, it's been something that I would say, going through over the past few weeks, and that is being too focused on the goal and not actually making progress. So, what I mean by this is, you know, everyone obviously has a goal, which is important. Some people have processes towards their goals, things like writing them down, visualization, maybe vision boards, stuff like that. And that's one thing I never used to do, and I started getting more into. And I think that has kind of taken away more or less from the process of what I'm looking to do, which is still intertwined with health, but also a bit separately, because I'm trying to help people and clients. But essentially, what I've noticed is that whenever you focus too much on the goal, you don't actually get it, and that is becoming more and more clear to me as I start to get more away from goal thinking or goal-driven thinking, as I analyze myself over this past week and move back towards systems thinking. So you realize in life that nothing is linear cause and effect. If you really think about it, everything is just intertwined. There's moving parts and everything, especially when you're having to deal with the digestive system and your body. There's so many different systems going on within your body that it's impossible to have a real cause and effect linear goal. Those don't even make sense if you think about it. And just in life in general, everything is so complex and always moving, that systems thinking actually works better. And basically, for you watching, that is trying to fix their digestive system, basically heal themselves with food, the only way to actually think about your journey is through system thinking. You can't really have a goal in terms of, you can obviously have a goal of what you want to do, but don't be so focused on the goal that you do things like I said, practices of visualization and sitting there or writing down. You can write down your goal, sure, but there's people that do it once or twice a day, and they have different methods of doing that. Like I said, it's the complexity of what you're doing has so many different systems involved that it's not as linear as you want it to be. There's very few things that are super linear, I would say. They can't really come to mind right now, but basically you have to realize that your journey is going to be super complex. The thing you have to focus more on is all the systems involved have more of a macro vision towards it, or thinking towards it, as opposed to so micro and thinking if I do this, then I'll get this. It's not as simple as that. It's if I do this, then this other thing also affects this. And there's so many different, just think of it like gears in a machine. And that is essentially how it works with health. And basically it is actually counterintuitive to think of just a goal that you want. So what you begin to do is basically think of the process you have to follow, the system. So even beyond the step-by-step things you have to do, so how you have to eat, how you have to begin to cleanse, how you have to begin to move, even beyond that in terms of what also affects that. So your schedule and your environment, your work, your ecosystem, people around you, as it get there's layers to the system, you know what I mean? And you can start with the micro of the food you're eating, even the ingredients, but it gets bigger and bigger. And the system, obviously, you have to basically look at all the parts of the system, and basically you have to start tweaking things, and that would be the best way for you to start to make progress. I would say completely kind of remove the whole goal focus for right now, because it will start to, especially with this, there's so many different moving parts. Like I said, if you don't see a result right away, which you won't, because it's based on biomarkers and fixing hormones, then you'll basically start to lose your mind. And if you're super goal driven, then this is something that you have to basically start to change your mind on and just be more systems focused. So I would say, like I said, start with the macro, the micro story that you see and right in front of you, and begin to really get a third person view and see how everything else actually affects that. So where you're shopping for your food, events, maybe family events that will maybe impact how you begin to eat, and then from there, influences that maybe your family has. There's so many different things you have to begin to think about. I'm not sure if this is even making sense, But essentially, you have to peel back the layers of the system that you're in. And I began to like think about this like just recently, like probably the last few days, and it really changes your mind as to like how little you think if you're just focused on cause and effect and goals. So have a goal, but don't focus on it. Focus on the complexity of the system around you, and how each part, you can tweak each part. I would say day by day, but also week by week and month by month. And it makes it much more exciting as opposed to just trying to do like some of this cause, this linear cause and effect thing that you think actually works. But it's actually, like I said, much more complex, and everything works in systems. So hope this made a bit of sense. I want to share this quickly before I go to bed, because I think it is something that will be of value to you if you actually understand this and start to peel apart the gears and the specific things going on in each part of your journey. So goals work, have a direction, but don't focus on it. Focus on the gears in the machine that you're trying to make. Tweak those gears, everything else will take care of itself. The score settles itself. And don't put the focus on the goal, because you will lose your mind, and everything starts from the system. So more videos coming soon. If you did like it, please like and subscribe. You'll also find me on Instagram. I do help clients with this, in terms of helping them get their nutrition handled to fix what's going on in different things physically, but also working with men to fix their autoimmune conditions to live medication free. So all the best of luck. Hope this helped you. See you guys in the next video. And in the meantime, keep killing it.